Hello, beautiful soul. Would you like to love yourself a little bit more? You know, that is something that we all deserve. And for some reason, sometimes we forget that we are already good enough. So today I want to share with you 5 tips on how to love ourselves a little bit more. Okay? So remember, if you want to keep watching my video, just like and subscribe. Okay? Tip number 1, meditation. You see, when you meditate, like every day, 10 to 15 minutes, you're gifting yourself a very special moment to yourself. It's a peaceful moment where you can clear your mind. It will help you out to focus better, to start your day with the right foot, you know? Like some days we can feel like, oh my God, why did I wake up? But when we meditate, everything really just changes. And the thing is, meditation, just like other things in our lives, you cannot describe it. You have to experience it to know what it feels like. And there are all sorts of meditations. There are mindfulness meditations, there are chakra meditations, there are healing meditations, there are gratitude meditations. Gratitude meditations are amazing. And so I give you that. That's a very good way to start loving yourself a little bit more. Especially because unconsciously you're telling yourself that you're worthy of being loved. Tip number 2, look into the mirror. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself, at your beautiful eyes, and say 3 times out loud, I love you. You know, sometimes you might feel like weird or dishonest, but just keep doing it. Keep doing it until it feels just natural, until you can actually start adding other things. Like, for example, you start saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then you say, you're an amazing woman. You've got such an incredible drive. You are an inspiring mother. You're so patient, you know, but well, I just looked somewhere else. Look directly into your eyes and say all those amazing things. Yes, you're so strong. You are an inspiration to others. Just say those type of things to yourself in the mirror. Let's start with saying 3 times, I love you. Okay? And the thing is, it might sound maybe weird, but it has a deep, deep impact in your unconscious mind. So just do it. Tip number 3, to achieve list. It's kind of like a to-do list, but I like to call it to achieve list. So the thing is, you choose 3 things that you feel are very important for you to do on that day. Yeah? So you write down when exactly you're going to do them, and be mindful in how long it takes you to do them. So have like a buffer between them. Schedule them properly. And just think about how when you start doing something, you don't need to finish that, okay? So if you are writing a blog, if you're writing a book, you don't need to finish a book, right? But you're starting to write it. If you're making an ad, you don't need to finish it. Maybe you just start to write the script. And then in the next step, you're going to shoot one of the scenes. Yeah, or maybe all of them, but then on the next one you're going to edit it. Yeah, so it's just step by step by step. So you're reading a book that will get you closer to your kids to understand them better, or you're in this online course where you're learning about how to get closer to your people on Instagram. Yeah, just step by step by step, and 3 things that you want to achieve on one day. It feels amazing when you check that, okay, I did this, I did that, I did that. It feels really good. You feel proud about yourself. Tip number 4, that inner voice or that inner noise. You know how sometimes we are, and I know you can relate to this, we are, I don't know, doing something, and then there's this little voice telling you, criticizing you, or talking about some sort of a drama over and over and over again. Or sometimes it's just sort of randomly speaking nonsense, but in some sort of an aggressive way, right? So it's very important that we guide our thoughts in a more positive or more constructive way. Yeah. So what we can do, what I personally do, is that because this happens when we need less brain power and we don't need to focus a lot on something, when we're like cooking or doing laundry or cleaning the house, that's when it happens to me. Yeah. So I simply look for podcasts or YouTube videos where I listen to talks or interviews from Liza Nichols, Tony Robbins, Brené Brown, Esther Hicks, Louise Hay. So many wonderful things that instead of being with this negative vibe, it just completely changes me and inspires me. It just, instead of being with so many negative thoughts in your head, you end up feeling motivated and happy. Okay? So that's a very good tip, because you really end up feeling more love towards life. And of course it will end with you loving yourself more, because you're a lot more positive. Tip number 5, at the end of the day. This is very important, because what we want to do is to feel good about ourselves, to love ourselves more, to talk to ourselves with love, with respect, with compassion. So remember how we talked about 3 things that we need to do on a specific day? Sometimes we're not able to do all of them. Maybe something happened. Maybe your kid had a tantrum and it just wasn't possible to make one of them. You needed to give more time to your kid because they were more important than the chore you said you were going to do. Yeah. Maybe there was a death in the family, or someone that you love died. Maybe a natural disaster. I mean, here in Australia, some time ago, there were fires all over the place, and then a hailstorm. So you never know what might happen. Okay, so when those things happen and you were not capable or able, because we are capable, you were not able to achieve the 3 things. Maybe you achieved only 2 or 1, but you did achieve them. So what you're going to do at the end of the day is that you're going to write 3 things that you did very good on that day. If you achieved the 3 things, fantastic. You achieved the 3 things. If you did the 3 things that you did good, that you achieved, that were important for you to do, and you did them really good. And then you're going to write 2 things that you need to improve. Maybe you need to improve your patience. Maybe you need to learn how to talk to your kids in a better way. Maybe you need to learn a little bit more how to write a blog. Maybe you need to make an appointment with a life coach to sort out your fears and take control over your life. Maybe you need to talk to a friend that knows you a little bit better, so that she can sort of give you something that you can improve. Don't go somewhere else. Something that you can improve. Maybe you need to improve the patience that you have towards yourself and how you talk to yourself. Yeah? So 3 things that you did good and 2 things that you need to improve. That is healing. Okay, so just if you do all of those 5 things, I can assure you, you will start to love yourself a little bit more, more, and more, and more. And then you will find more things that you can do, okay? I hope you like this. Remember to like this video if you liked it, and see you on the next video. Bye for now.